Using an SQL shell, like the PSQL command line application, allows us to interact with the PostgreSQL database for creating a database, tables, columns, and entering or viewing data. However, sometimes you might want to work with PostgreSQL databases by using an intuitive GUI tool. pgAdmin is the most popular and feature-rich open-source administration and development platform for PostgreSQL. It comes installed with PostgreSQL. pgAdmin is a free GUI tool and may be used on Linux, Unix, Mac OS, and Windows to manage PostgreSQL and EDB, Advanced Server 11, and above. In this video, you will learn how to work with pgAdmin to create a database, create tables, create columns, create auto-incrementing primary IDs, assigning foreign keys, entering data, viewing data, and creating an entity relationship diagram. To launch pgAdmin, click on the Start button, then in Search, type pgAdmin and select pgAdmin 4. In Object Explorer, click on the Servers node. Select Save Password if you don't want to enter the password each time you launch pgAdmin. Enter the superuser password that was set during the installation of PostgreSQL. Next, we will create a database. To do this, we will right-click on the Databases node and select Create Database. In the Database field, we'll enter the name of our database, My Company, then click on Save. To create a table in the My Company database, we will expand the Schemas node and right-click on Tables and select Create Table. In the Name field, we will enter the name of our table, Employee. Then select the Columns tab and select the plus sign to add a new column. In the Name field, for columns, we'll enter ID and select Serial as its data type, which creates an auto-incrementing integer column. Then select Not Null and Primary Key. Next, we will add another column named Employee Number of type integer, and a column named First Name of type text, and a column named Last Name of type text, and the column named Hire Date of type date. Then click on Save. Expanding Employee and Columns, we can see the columns that were just entered. Next, we will add data to the Employee table. Right-click on the Employee table and select View Edit Data All Rows. To add data, we will click on the Add Row button. Since the data type for ID column is Serial, which auto-increments, we will not enter any data for this column. Next, we will enter data for Employee Number, First Name, Last Name, and Hire Date. Then select Save Data Changes to insert this row into the Employee table. Note that a value of 1 was automatically entered for the ID column. In this next example, we will enter data using the Insert Into statement. To do this, we will open a Query Tool window and add data to the Employee table using an Insert Into statement. Then we will click on Execute Script to add the data. Next, we will use a select statement to show the data of the Employee table. Next, we will create a salary table. Then add an ID column of type Serial that's not null and a primary key. Next, we will add a foreign key column named Employee ID of type integer that references the ID column of the Employee table. To make this a foreign key column, we will click on the Constraints tab, then the Foreign Key tab, and select Plus to add a constraint for this column. Next, select the Columns tab. In Local Column, select the Employee ID column of the salary table. In References, select the Employee table, and in Referencing, select the ID column. Next, we will add the name of this constraint as salary_employee ID _F key, which is a common naming convention for a foreign key constraint, which is typically table name _ foreign key column _ F key. Then click on the Add button. Next, we will add a salary column of type money and a salary start date of type date. Then click on Save. Selecting Constraints, we can see the constraint was just added. Next, we will add data to the salary table using two insert into statements, and then show the data that was just added. Next, we will display the entity relationship diagram for this database. To do this, we will right-click on the database name and select ERD for database. Then we will reposition the tables to get a clearer vision of the relationships. Then we will click on the Show Details button that will hide or show the data types. Next, we will select Cardinality Notation and select Chen Notation. Then we will select Crow's Foot Notation. I hope you found Introduction to pgAdmin helpful. If you have, click on the like button. And to receive any updates to this channel, click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.